Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Blaine Blast. This is RPG Library, and welcome back to the next episode of Neverwinter. Nights 2, actually. Well, never mind. We are in Neverwinter, and I want to go and, I guess, join the guards, but I know that Kelgar wants to, try to become a monk. So we're going to take him to the Temple of Tyr. And see what's going on inside the temple. I can't open the gate. There we go. Rather homely, if yeah. Well, I also decided that I might, instead of cutting out the loading scenes, maybe I'll read the lore during the loading scene, and then skip it if it still persists after we're done reading. The guy's an eye patch on. What if I try to open this? I can do it. The library. Judge Olaf. Oh, the judge is in the temple? That's not good. Why would the judge be in the temple? That's a bad sign. How do I tell you? The judge cannot be religious. Can I open this door? Ooh, wow. Okay. It's a temple. It's a temple. Alright. Welcome. You seek an audience? By the 9 hells we do. I'm looking to sign up. You wish to join the Disciples of Tyr. If that's what you call those skinny twigs who threw me out the window of the dragon's talon, then yes. Huh? You were in a fight with them? It is odd that any of the elven-handed or even-handed would even seek out battle. Like most of our faith, they usually only respond when provoked and rarely violent. Really, Kelgar? I know. I have to get a new plug for my controller for sure. Well, I may have stirred things up a bit, just a little. But that fight taught me some things. I want to learn more. About our faith? No. Fighting. The only religion for me. I want to learn to fight like them and learn how they were able to beat me so easily. If you were defeated, such a defeat must have been just. Tyr teaches us this. Your loss was meant to reveal the truth. Truth? The truth is they beat me like a half-clan whelp. Half-clan? That's an interesting concept. And I want to know how they did it. If you seek to learn from your loss, then you must discover why you were so easily defeated. I don't think you're hearing the words coming out of my mouth. This is why I am here, to learn. But we cannot help you. Is that so? Well, maybe I'll help clean the floor in here with your face. Will that change your mind? Why would you threaten the... Why would you threaten a priest? Okay, surely there must be some way he can learn something. Tyr puts all who come to him for help on trial. He judges who is worthy and who is not. Then what's that other guy in the other room then? What's he doing then? Alright, sounds fair to me. Tyr wants bears fighting for him, not mewling little cubs. So what is this trial? Burning coals? Drinking contest? What? Why would it be any of those things, Kelgar? The path of Tyr is that of the maimed. The even-handed and the just. So are the trials. What can you tell me about the trials? The trial of the maimed requires that the petitioner faces those he has wounded, usually those of his bloodline or clan. Never turned a blade against my clan. I haven't. If I knew where some of them were, you could even ask them. Only when one understands how their actions may hurt others, inadvertently or not, can he truly understand himself. Interesting. The trial of the even-handed is one that interests me. The trial of the even-handed requires that the petitioner learn to see all around him in an equal light, without the trappings of prejudice. Oh, well, you can't do that. You've already failed. Prejudiced? I'm not prejudiced. By the 9 hells, I even travel with a backstabbing tiefling, of all things. You know how her kind are, yeah. Without such perspective, there can be no justice, for you have passed judgment before you even know those around you. You failed. You need to just leave. You can't do it. So how can he be made to see? Often the best way is to learn through those one travels with. When a petitioner understands someone he travels with, then he will learn to see fairly others he meets for the first time. Okay. What about justice? To fight is not enough. To fight for a cause, that is where strength lies. When you fight for a higher purpose, something beyond the self, you will find that you gain strength through your actions and become impossible to defeat. Okay. Now, where do I go to meet these tests? You nowhere. Obviously, I cannot answer that for you. Each petitioner is challenged, depending on their own path, not at a moment of our own choosing. All I know is that you have not faced these trials yet. They are yet to come. This is ridiculous. I've heard enough. Cast out a dwarf, will ya? Who needs you? Very well. When you have faced the trials, then seek me out, Kelgar of the clan Iron Fist. I have questions. I could use healing? No. Never mind. I don't know what you were expecting, Kelgar. Let's go. I really don't. For the type of person you are, you should have expected that. That's what your type of people get. Deserve. And by his type of people, I mean, you know, racist, prejudiced, bigoted people. That's what they get, and that's what they deserve. Even worse. They deserve even worse. He should be lucky. Where is, here? No. Yes. Okay, now we can go and try to join. It's so dark. And join the guards. I think it's locked. McCormick's, where's McCormick? How do I get in?
No,
oh wait,
sorry,
is
I
this?
can't do that.
I need to go to the bar. That's where I need to go. Where is it? Over here? No, it's not over here. The some old inn or the bar. Is that the bar? I think I will start reading some lore because I need to learn. Where is... Wasn't... Like... Maybe I'm thinking of another city. The cook. Elgar. He actually has these quests. Alright, let me talk to Kelgar.
What is it you want, lass?
Why were those men trying to attack you outside
They were in the mood
Leafy?
to threaten, but not fully in the mood to start a fight. I think they were expecting me to drop the coin and leave quickly, which just goes to show you they don't know me too well. It's a shame they didn't keep it a friendly fight. Some people have no stomach for using their fists when they have a weapon at hand.
Well, when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Why are you so eager to fight?
Eager to fight? Well, I suppose I am, if you can call it that. I mean, it's all in good fun. Some take pride in craftsmanship, or in hunting, or in haggling for the best price on a blade or other piece of steel. Me, talking with my fists is my art form. Every tavern's an opportunity, I say. There's usually someone who could take a few punches to the gut and groin before they start weeping like a child.
Okay. But why?
Well, I don't know. I enjoy it, I guess. It's a mark of pride to be able to stand tall and take every punch, then give it right back until I'm the only one standing.
Okay, is that how it usually goes?
Most of the time. Only beaten really bad once. But I learned from it, and I'm determined not to let it happen again. Thing is, I'm glad it happened. It was my destiny.
What happened?
Well, you see, I used to win. Almost undefeated. But there was this time in a tavern far from here that I chose a fight that ended up choosing me. It was fate, I tell you.
Maybe you got punched a little too hard, Kelgar?
Well, it wasn't much of a fight. You see, there were these skinny-robed humans, barely twigs, that were sitting at the bar when one of our competitions broke out. There were chairs getting smashed, people screaming, tankards being used as clubs. Ah, glorious.
Okay, I don't understand the problem.
Well, everyone was having a good time when I noticed those skinny humans were just sitting there. Not even having the decency to pay attention. Just nursing waters. Waters! So I asked them, well, shouted really, what in the hell they thought they were doing? Ignoring the fine entertainment and then insulting the establishment by not having ale?
You shouted?
And maybe I shoved one of them a bit.
Why?
Or tried to break a chair over their skulls, since they were making a point of pretending they didn't hear me. Rude,
What?
I tell you.
Okay. And then what,
Ah,
Kelgar?
well, they used me as a bar rag first, and not a single punch I threw even hit them. Oh, they were moving too fast, and plus, I think I was seeing double or triple. Ugh, after they smashed my face into the bar a few times, they showed me the floor up close. The floor was pretty dirty by that point, by the way. Then, as the final blow, they sent me flying like a drunk hippogriff out the window. Magical it was. So, after I woke up and wiped the blood out of my eyes, and finally found all my teeth, I went back in and thanked them. Best beating I've ever received. They seemed a little taken aback by my friendliness, and it turns out they were part of some order, son something or other, and get this, they devoted their lives to fighting with their fists. Can you imagine? Lifetime devotion to brawling. It's their lives, their craft.
Okay, it's the monks, okay.
They're monks, eh? Crazy water-drinking fools. Hope drinking water isn't what makes them fight like that. Anyway, that life sounded like destiny to me. I mean, those skinny excuses for humans were good. and then they spent their whole lives kicking the hell out of others, training for it. That's when I knew that's what I wanted to do with my life. My purpose was clear.
Okay. That is... Bro. You really think that's what you're going to be doing if you become a monk?
Huh? Of course it is. Well, as far as I could tell once my head stopped ringing.
Bro. Being a monk is rough. A life. Being a monk, you're not going to be able to...
You mean like headbutting someone? I already know how to do that, though sometimes I need to grab them by the beard or collar and yank their head down so I can hit it properly.
You're not going to be able to drink. It's really not about violence, bro. And you're not going to be able to drink.
Oh, is that so? Well, I must have missed that part while they were wiping down the tavern with my face and throwing me through a window. Shows how much you know about it. You didn't see them in action.
All right. Well, I have another question.
Go on and ask them.
I need to know more. Tell me a little about it.
Well, there's a great deal to tell, especially if we're going with clan history and our accomplishments. But chances are, and I don't blame you, you're just asking about me, personally. So let me give you the short version. I've been traveling the Sword Coast for a year or two, making my trade at villages and towns, and, well, making my trade at taverns as well, but you already had a taste of that at the Weeping Willow.
Okay.
All right, go on and ask them. Well,
So
there's a
know a little
great
more,
deal to
Togar.
tell, especially if we're going
Really?
with but chances are, and I don't,
Okay.
and, well, making my trade
Okay.
at taverns as well,
Let's see,
but
it's the same thing.
you already had a taste of that. All right, go on and ask them.
The monk.
Huh? What about it?
I think you should give up on becoming a monk. What does it matter what I think? If it was me, I'd be like, that's nice. And that would be the end of that. You know? Helgar, learn how to fight. Sometimes you have to learn how to not fight. Get what I'm saying?
What? You like switching words around? That makes no sense at all.
What I'm saying is there's more to fighting than fighting.
It makes no sense. It's wordplay. Riddles.
If I prove it to you otherwise, through the course of our travels, will you at least consider it?
Maybe. I'm not making any promises, but if you could make good on it, then I'll chew it over. Yes.
Okay. Alright, we've spoken enough, I guess. Ridiculous. Is that all you had
Our
to
companion Kelgar mentioned West Harbor to me. I heard what happened there. To your friends, the other villagers. The attack by those creatures that forced you to leave.
Yeah. It was difficult to leave. See the wounded and dead was difficult as well.
Still, to leave your home. I sometimes forget the attachments one can put to a place. With my kind, especially those that listen to nature, there is no one place that we call home. Everywhere we go throughout the land is comforting, with its own sounds and life.
Okay. Okay. Alright. It was the people of West Harbor that made it home.
I can see how that would be. It is a strange concept at times, but understandable. We deal with few outside of our own circle. I have not seen my own kind in many years, and I spoke with the circle only rarely. But surely we were not here to discuss how I feel about things. Was there something you needed?
Other questions?
What did you wish to know?
Before you mentioned the circle, what did you mean?
It is not something I wish to discuss. Let us leave it for another time. If there is something else you wish to ask, then do so. But there are some things which shall remain mine and mine alone.
Oh, really? Were you responsible for the badger and the rooting my enemies in place on the road?
I was the one who sent the animals of the forest to your aid, though there are fewer of them to answer my call than in days past. And yes, I summoned nature to aid you when the second group attacked.
Okay. Other questions?
What did you wish to know?
Can you tell me about the Mare of Dead Men?
The mare is no longer a place I know well, and where it once teemed with life, now it has fallen silent. Something stirs there, but I know not what.
You sound frightened.
It was not always the case. I have spent many years in its depths, learning its ways, and there was much to learn. Always.
Tell me more.
It's a tale for another time, and there are more pressing concerns.
Great.
Perhaps in time we may discuss it further.
I have other questions?
What did you wish to know?
Jesus. So many options. Do you have any skills that could help us?
There is much of the wild and the land that I know, and as I speak their language, it hears me and it will answer.
Whoops. You can speak to animals.
Sometimes I can shed my skin for a while, take on the form of another of the land's dwellers. There is no magic in it, just the ability to relax the mind. I am still learning its ways, but they will come to me in time.
One approaching 5th level can begin to take shape of other animals and beasts. Okay.
What did you wish to know?
Interesting. Guide us to the mare.
The mare is no longer a place I know well.
You
All
said
it
that.
touches dies, and it is slowly growing, advancing from the heart of the mare and driving life before it. And without life, without the land to aid us, one without the means to cross that wall is threatened to be consumed by it.
Tell me about the barrier.
Such things are not born of the land. It is a blight, a presence from somewhere else that strikes at Faerun. Perhaps only by reaching beyond the land,
Faerun.
into the libraries and tomes written on the skin of the trees and beasts, can such mysteries be made clear.
I'm almost positive it's pronounced Faerun, but what do I know?
What did you wish to know?
Kalacha.
It is not a dwarvish or elvish word, but I have heard some of the creatures who pursue you speak that phrase, like a title or a curse.
Like a title, like Harbinger.
What did you wish to know?
You know anything about the lizard folk?
Some of the lizard men of the mare are trained in listening to the land, but some merely prey on others, and their ears are filled only by the running of prey in the swamp, rather than the swamp itself. Many of those who listen are now gone. Entire tribes who have vanished. Their absence is causing an imbalance that is swinging more and more out of control as the remaining tribes fight for dominance, or flee the mare.
Flee?
Yes, many lizardman tribes are being driven from the mare into the lands of men, and the war is spreading, weakening the lands surrounding the mare.
I have other questions.
What did you wish to know?
Nothing. Okay. Let's talk to Nishi.
What's going on?
Who are you? Tell me.
Nishka. Nishka. Emphasis on the ni. Not many people get it right. Or try to.
Okay. What do you mean?
Usually they call me thief, cursed one, demon
Right,
wench,
right.
rat child, goat girl. The list goes on. You'd think Nishka wasn't that hard to remember.
You mean, okay. So you get insults all the time?
That's not so bad. I mean, all those things are true.
Okay. It's an odd name.
I'm told it means something in the lower plains, but since I don't get down there much, although, obviously, good old Grandpa made a habit of coming up here for the nightlife, if, you get my meaning.
Oh my god. Good old Grandpa, huh? Okay, so you're a tiefling. Half tiefling, maybe?
Yeah, but shh, don't tell anyone. I wouldn't want anyone else to figure it out. I mean, aside from the horns and the traces of demon blood.
I have other questions.
Questions. Go ahead.
Tell me a little
I'm
about
all horns.
Nishka.
Me? Well, I don't know. I'm me, I guess.
Okay. About to turn into a Little Wayne song. You sound... that's you. You're you.
No one usually asks, so finding the words is a little hard. Trust me. People usually make up the whole story once they spot the demon blood, if they ask at all.
That's true. Well, I'd like to know. I'm curious.
This is so exciting. Wow, where to begin? Okay, well, I have no idea who my mom or dad was. I was abandoned, but raised by priests who tried to convert me, so I went away for a long time.
Priests. That is,
Yeah, priests of Helm. The Watcher. The Vigilant One. Kind to children. Were they a hard-headed bunch? Really up on the discipline, not so much on the caring and forgiveness. But they're priests of Helm, so what are you gonna do?
not much on forgiveness.
Yeah, I mean, we all get into trouble sometimes, or a lot. And I guess they ran out of I forgive yous at some point. Anyway,
What happened?
so after helping myself to their collection plate after a
Oh, I see.
particularly moving sermon, I decided to see what else I could help myself to. But you know, those tales could fill a book, and I don't want to chew your ear off. Maybe some other time. Questions. Go ahead. I'm all horns.
You know anything about these creatures, Nishka?
Well, the Githyanki are probably one of the worst
them.
groups of zealots you could ever have chasing you. The lower planes excluded. Githyanki are smart, even for religious halfwits. So I hope they haven't targeted you for some holy crusade.
They're smart, they're
because
strong.
then you'd be deep in the sticks, let me tell you. The thing is,
Fast.
they usually aren't this persistent. They have a set goal, they hit it, and then they're out of there. Plus, they don't usually stay on one plane for too long. The astral plane is their home.
Any idea why they're here?
Your coin's as good as mine. Could be anything, but whatever it is, it must be pretty important to them.
I have other questions.
Questions. Go ahead. I'm all horns.
Do I need to ask her about this? Let's see what she
I'm
says.
good at
Useful
slipping into
skills.
places.
Yeah.
But not all the time. Coaxing locks to open, dodging traps, you know, subtle stuff. And I may have accidentally backstabbed some people in the past. But if they couldn't see me coming, well, that's their loss.
Gotcha.
Questions.
So
Go ahead. I'm all horns.
I want to ask you about some of our companions.
Yeah? Which one of the marks you wanted to know about? Not the barrelhead dwarf, is it?
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, what about him?
Well, he needs to watch his tongue, or it's gonna run right out of his mouth and get stepped on. I mean, you did me a good turn. All I want to do is help out, and he's yelling at me like some old mule. I know he's short, and it's rough being in the big people's world. But he needs to stop being all defensive, especially for someone so small.
He just needs a little more time to get used to you. That's all. Oh, the controller again is doing this.
Story of my life. You'd be surprised how much you hear that when you're about to be burned at the stake or run out of the local hamlet. He's too quick to start fights, that's his problem. He keeps it up, he's not going to have anyone watching his back. Or more likely, looking over it.
Okay.
Questions. Go ahead. I'm all horns. Yeah? Which
What
one of the
about
marks you
Elodie?
wanted to know? The tree worshiper? What about her? If you're asking if
She's
she
right
has any
there.
money or valuables, then no. I already checked.
Okay, don't do that
All
again.
right. I was just making sure she didn't have anything that could hurt us. But I'll stay out of her pockets in the future.
Good. I was more interested in what you thought of her.
I don't know. She's got pointy ears, but doesn't smell of the lower planes. So she's probably not a tiefling. And she's too tall to be a halfling, and too thin. Plus, she hangs out with animals. So she's an elf. What do you expect me to say? She's one of those nature priests. Worship trees and the land, don't like cities, so don't have much traffic with her kind.
Okay. That's enough. Well, that is... I think this is where the City Watch...
Well, well, well.
Oh.
Looks like this lock needs
No,
some
don't-
special
yeah.
attention.
Why can't I go in?
Hells. Was that all right?
I don't know why I can't go in.
No, sorry. I can't do that. No, sorry. I can't do that.
Okay. Let's see who's on the map. We can try to keep going up this way? No, that... This reminds me of Westfall. If you know, you know. Okay. This has got a... Is she lockpicking? Yeah, she is.
Hells. Was that all right?
Where is this to? What? Where do I go? Lights on. I am unsure where to go. Let's check the journal. The City Watch office. Where's the City Watch office? I'm gonna go back to the other district, I think. There's an exit there. Oh, I don't think I can go through there. Ugh, I know I can't go through there. Right? It's being guarded. I'm gonna check one more time. It's locked.
No, sorry. I can't do that.
Try the docks district. We should have just checked there initially. Here we go. Roe McCormick. Who's this? A thug, baby, cause I'm a thug. Is there 2 of them in there? There's 2 of them. Got them boys. She. Got you. Well, let's talk to McCormick. There must be someone you can spare, Lieutenant. He's the first to take a stand against these thugs and deserve our protection. You know the number of men I have available to me, Marshal. You also know the efforts I've been taking to weed out turncoats. I can send some watchmen to the shopkeepers, but then we have to postpone the sweep through the Northern District. I'm sure you'll agree that we want every man available for that operation. Council hasn't done us any favors with that last vote, have they, Lieutenant? We'll just have to make do with what we've been given. Very well. Postpone the sweep. Assign some men to the shopkeeper. Place the others on Well, look what the wind brought into Neverwinter. It's good to see you again. If I recall, you were promised a reward if you decided to seek me out. I spoke with my captain once I had returned, and she agreed that your services were quite valuable. No reward is necessary. I was just trying to help, man. Glad to see your harrowing journey through the mayor hasn't changed you. A lot of people come out of that place changed, not for the better. But enough of that. What can I do for you, fellow harborman? I need to enter Black Lake. I'm looking for Aldenon Sage. Aldenon? Yes, I know of him. He's a sage that lives in Black Lake. Beautiful place, worth a trip, but we have the entire district locked up tight. You won't be getting in anytime soon. Is there anything you can do to help me? The only way anyone gets in is if they're a member of the Watch, and Captain Brilana has to personally approve anyone who wants to enter Black Lake. That woman takes her job very seriously. She won't just give you one if you ask. What if I work for the Watch? Will that help? It would be a good start. Knowing you're more than capable of handling the job. If you make enough of an impact, Captain Brilana might even... Brelana might even take interest in you, and believe me, you'll have plenty of opportunities to show off your abilities. Sign me up. What'd I tell you about this one, Ro? Gets things done. Little fuss. Yes, sir. A valuable recruit. Captain will be pleased. Here, you'll need to wear this cloak to mark you're a member of the City Watch, and believe me, your arrival has helped us immensely. Now, I wish I had the time for you to settle in, but we've got a problem with one of the shopkeepers. His name is Hagen. He's decided to stand up to the criminals of this district. Get down to his shop and make sure nothing happens to him. My gut tells me Mori's crew isn't through with him yet. Lieutenant, it would seem our problems are solved. The sweep of the North Docks can occur on schedule. Yes, thank you. I recommend that you make your way to Hagen's as soon as possible. I worry for his safety. Okay. A cloak. What does it do? Diplomacy and intimidate. That's what we're doing in the Watch. We're intimidating people. That's crazy. How do I tell you? Okay. Did he say it was down by the docks? Let me check. What the? This looks like a wolf. Seems to have somehow wandered into town. Fur is matted with blood. That animal. It's not a wolf. It's a druid. Badly wounded. Anything we can do to help? I will see. Thank you for allowing me to treat this one. The blood. Just because it's a druid doesn't mean it's a good person that is worthy of your help. Like, that's not like a prerequisite. The blood is so thick I can barely make out the wounds. Are you from the Circle? The Circle of Mare, yes, but this is far, far from the lands we tend. And how did you come to be wounded? It is far from my lands. I'm a messenger, only from the Circle of Swords of Neverwinter Wood, sent to find one of the Circle of the Mare. So you're hunting Eleni? I picked up your scent, the scent of a Maiden's Glade, outside of the city walls, and against my instinct I tried to come and find you. In my animal form I was wounded by the city guards and left here. I barely had the will to heal my own wounds, or even shift out of this form. Left any longer and I would be dead now. It is a strange thing, but as we come closer to the mare, it becomes more and more difficult to shift from beast to human and back again. Why? My fear is that it is tied to the land, and if that is true, whatever comes from the mare, it comes from Neverwinter Wood as well. It was thought that the Circle of the Mare would know more of what strikes at us. I'd hope to find Vashni or Navon of the Mare, but you are the only one I have been able to find. We found another in the Maiden's Glade, Khalil, and he said that the Circle of Mare was lost. But you wouldn't know that to be true or not. How is it you do not know the fate of your circle? I have been away for some time, and my speaking with the elders, it has been over a year since we were in the same place. As for the trouble in the land, we suspect it may be tied to the one I am traveling with, and the shards I'm carrying. Shards. I fail to see how one could affect the other, but I am not of the Elder Council. I will keep hunting for others of the mare as ordered. I know that the druids of Neverwinter would have been forced to retreat slowly from their tended lands. If you would speak to them, travel to the Sky Mirror and use its power to contact them. Unless something has happened, you should be able to reach them. Where is the Sky Mirror? It is not far from Neverwinter, but you will need me to guide you. It is impossible to find the path without one of the mare to guide you. Thank you for saving me, Elaine, the mare, and the one you travel with. With my wounds tended, I may continue to journey from this city. Farewell, and travel to the Sky Mirror. Tell the elders of the Circle of Swords what you know. Okay. Oh, wait. Is this? Nope. Wish the city could spare some gray cloaks to help out here in the docks. Why do you say that? We've been having trouble controlling the thieves here in the district. They're running loose, like they own the place. Marshal McCormick and his lieutenants have stepped up patrols, but we just don't have enough men to keep an eye on every street corner. Just watch your step. Keep your head down, you'll be fine. Okay. Sands. Hagen. I see. I didn't even know the shop was here. I didn't even come over here. Are there any other shops over here? Well, Matt, is there something I can help you with? I'm here to speak with Hagen. I'm Risa. My father is Hagen. Might I ask what you wish to speak with him about? I may be able to help instead. I'm with the City Watch. Please see that the Watch still responds so promptly to reports of crime. It's good to know that the Watch considers threats to one's livelihood as sufficient reason for an investigation. May I speak with Hagen? Hello. The City Watch has honored us with their presence, Father. Perhaps a celebration is in order. Be silent, Risa. Huh. They are here now, and they mean to help. Thank you for responding. Forgive my daughter. She has yet to learn patience. She's definitely a charmer. Okay. So what seems to be the trouble here? What can I do for you? I want a watch to put a stop. I want the watch to put a stop to tribute demands that local thug named Caleb has insisted from the merchants. Okay. I can't do anything about it without some proof. Tribute for what? I mean, it's obvious for what. For all the services that he's been providing. You listen to Caleb's goons and you'd think that the only reason the entire docks haven't burned down is because of their efforts. So, what is it that you're requesting from the Watch? Well, I've already refused to pay. It doesn't take an arch-wizard to figure out that wouldn't be enough. Caleb is bound to send more men to collect his tribute. I need you to protect me from them. Okay. Why don't you just hire bodyguards? This is interesting. Why don't you just hire bodyguards? Now look, I'm a citizen of Neverwinter. I pay my taxes which then go to pay you. I don't see why I would need to hire mercenaries when the Watch's purpose is to protect citizens like me. I'll have a talk with them if they show up. If talk will settle the matter, then I suppose I can live with that. Risa, I want you to go home where it's safe until this is all over. I don't want you getting hurt. I'm not leaving you alone, Papa. I want to help if Caleb sends more men. How? No. And that's final. You will go home and stay there until I tell you otherwise. The City Watch is here to protect me now. Yes, Papa, but if anything happens to you, I want you to let the City Watch handle it. Do you promise that you will stay out of it? Yes, you have my word. I take it now someone is moving off camera, and until they move, I won't see... There we go. Caleb didn't like your answer. Merchant. So they're here, but I can't see. I can't see them entering. You will pay... did his daughter leave yet? You will pay him the tribute or things will get unpleasant here pretty soon. I will not be bullied. Caleb has my answer. I owe him nothing. Nope. Wrong answer, old man. Maybe a few broken bones will change your mind. Where's your daughter? Sent her away? Did you? not smart at all. We can find her. It'd be a shame if something happened to her as well. Look, the merchant thinks the city watch can help. I thought wisdom came with age, old man. You're all under arrest, sir. Everyone drop. Ha, careful boys, we're being arrested. Oh, woe is us, what will we do? Why don't you just go and get yourself a pastry while we finish our business here, hound? Are you gonna just come quietly or not? I wish I could see. Let me think about that. No. Boys, City Watch is getting uppity again. Time to bring them down a peg. The watch is here to serve. Good day. I must apologize for questioning the dedication to the City Watch. The dedication of the City Watch. I thank you for what you've done. Anyway. Somehow I don't think, this is over, right? Is that all you want to say, Hagen? Alright. Now we are back at McCormick. And I think that will do it for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to talk to McCormick, turn in with City Watch, and find out what else they have for us. And maybe go to Sky Mirror, because... well, we'll go to Sky Mirror when all of this is done. Right? So, I've been Blaine Blast. This is RPG Library, and we will see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching.